Certainly a lot of parents all across central Indiana shared that they were pretty happy when they learned that no longer would they have to pay for their kids' textbook fees.
But our Karen Campbell learned it is creating a burden for many school districts like IPS.
Hoosier parents no longer have to pay out of pocket for their child's textbook fees for school, a move state legislative leaders passed during the 2023 budget, adding $160 million for curricular materials, including things like iPads and Chromebooks.
Watching this very closely.
That's because IPS Superintendent Dr. Alicia Johnson says there hasn't been a separate allocation yet for curriculum materials, meaning school districts would foot the bill.
We are similar to districts who are certainly excited and supportive of this burden not being passed on to families.
A relief for many families, but the new law creates another burden in many districts like IPS.
We've adopted new curriculum in a number of areas the past 3 years, and that comes at a pretty substantial cost.
Indiana was one of 7 states that hadn't covered textbook fees. This is how the State Department of Education breaks down how the $160 million will be allocated. First, schools will have to send in their total amount of curricular costs. Next, state officials will divide that number by the total number of students in the state. The state estimated $150 per student based on the state's 1 million pupils. A final amount will be given in a lump sum to school districts come December. Johnson says if there is a shortfall and schools have to find new ways to cover the gap, she hopes state leaders will be open to changes.
We think we'll be well positioned and needing to be positioned to give that feedback to the state so that if there are adjustments that need to be made, they can be made.
In Indianapolis, Karen Campbell, 13 News.
Thanks, Karen. Now, keep in mind, even though you don't have to pay textbook fees this year, you may still owe for last year if you didn't pay those.